Good job. You gotta sit yourself up straight, baby. You gotta learn how to balance it. Cause you leaning to the side. Hey you guys, so I'm standing outside. Pooh Bear is riding his bike. Go ahead. He's riding his bike. He has his training wheels on. Got it? Okay, so he's going around the corner, but I wanted to show you guys something. You remember I was talking about in my other video, let me see where there's some fruit on this tree that is this right here. I'm gonna just pull this one. So it's this right here, but when you open it, it kind of looks like an orange and a lime, but when you open it, it's so different, and I can't remember the name, but because it's kind of like an orange and a lime at the same time, but then it gives me grapefruit vibes, and I'm like, this is definitely different, and my son told me the name, but I completely forgot. And I do have a bunch of lemons already ready to be picked, so I'll have to come out here and pick some of these off. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this one because I talked about it in a different video. Okay, right here. Ooh, there's a mountain straight ahead that is covered with snow, and it does not snow. That's Big Bear Mountain? It might be. Is that Big Bear? Do you know if that's right there?
No, but we see it by our school.
Uh-huh. I don't know if that's Big Bear Mountain, but I can see it. I wish I don't know if I could turn the camera around and you guys could see it, but I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, it's really good. It kind of tastes like an orange and a lime at the same time. And this is my first time seeing them orange, because we were eating them when they were green, and my mom came and picked off a whole bag and took them home. They're really, really good. Okay, it's that mountain right there at the tip of my finger, but I'm gonna zoom in and see if you guys can see it. Okay, I tried to get closer. I'm outside by the gate, but it's right there. That whole mountain over there is filled, it's white, it's filled with snow, but then you can see the other mountains that's closer are just brown, but that one is completely white. Where are you going? Young man. Young man, where are you going?
Papa.
Where are you going? Tippy-toeing through the...
He's going to Ireland.
Tippy-toeing through the grass.
He's going to Ireland. Look, that's his Ireland spot.
Mm-hmm.
He just eats.
He's just roaming around. Okay, go ahead and ride.
Well,
be careful. Look at that. It is the middle of, well, technically the end of December, and we're outside in shorts. Good old California. So I'm just going to stand here and watch Pooh Bear ride his bike for a little while. And then when he's done, I planned on making a couple runs to a few stores. I have a few in mind. So I'm going to stop there. You going to ride, boo-boo? Or are you just going to watch the dog? Where are you going? He went to chase the dog. Yeah, and I got a few in mind that I'm gonna go to, so hopefully I find some cool stuff that I can show you guys. I gotta get myself together because my oldest sister will be here in, I think, about 6 days. She's gonna come and stay for 6 days. So she'll be here in 6 days and she's gonna stay for 6 days.
he is going to go back.
He going up there? He like to go up there. He looking for a lizard. Okay, so here we are a few hours later. It's about almost 8 o'clock, and I did go to a couple stores. You guys will see that in a different video. I started to add it together, but I changed my mind. So yeah, I did do some filming, but I just wanted to get back on here and touch bases with you guys. You guys will probably hear the kids. Pooh Bear is over there doing his little thing right there, and yeah. So I was gonna tell you guys what happened today. So most of you, well, most of you saw my home tour when I first moved in here. And I told you guys most of the story about my owner and everything. And yeah, so just in case you didn't see that video or the two videos that I did put up, I'm going to recap and let you guys know a little bit and then go into what just happened, which isn't really nothing too bad, but it's just like it annoyed me a little bit. It kind of is bothering me. Sorry, somebody text messaged me. So okay, when I first got this house, my text messages keep going off. Okay, so when I first got this, where do I start? Okay, when I was looking for somewhere to move, I found this place. Well, I found a few places, but I found this place, and this was the one that I was really interested in. Okay, so then it came out that the owner of this home actually lives in New York City, and he had one of his friends that live out here purchased the home. Well, you know, he did the footwork for him. So the owner had never actually seen this house besides pictures from his realtor or whatnot, you know, the neighborhood. He hadn't seen anything. Okay, so he got his friend to purchase the home for him, to do the walkthrough, and then he was the one that put a for rent sign out on a website that I used to find this place. And so when I came to the house, it was a few other families here. You guys would probably remember that story. It was a few other people here, but he chose me, and I was very grateful for that. Now, when he chose me, I was under the assumption, because we had spoke about it, that I was going to do at least a 2-year lease. And so I was cool with that. Now, when I move somewhere, I hate to move. I hate moving like that. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe it's probably just time for me to buy a house, which is what I was going to do before I moved in here. But I had talked to a few realtors, and if you're from California, or if you don't know anything about California, if you look it up, I'm pretty sure it's all over the United States. They told me it was not a good time to buy. And California being one of the most expensive places to live, it just wasn't a good time. So I was okay with renting, which is cool, which I'm happy I did anyway, because there's a few things that if I would have known before moving here, I probably would have, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I would have found somewhere else. Yeah, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, so I was thinking that I was going to have a 2-year lease, but it ended up being, on that day he said 2 years. Okay, so then 2 days later he asked me to come back up here, meet with him, do the lease, and give him the money the first month, last month, the deposit to move in, and he was going to give me the key. So when I came to the house, I did all of that, but then he switched it up and he said, oh, the owner only wants to do a year. So I was like, I wonder why. But he said it was because the owner didn't know me. He wasn't meeting me personally. He didn't know if I was going to be a good fit for the house, and he didn't want to put me in a long-term contract without seeing how the first couple months go. I was like, okay, fine, because I know I'm going to be a good tenant, as I always am, so it shouldn't be no problems. Now, moving in, also the floor. We talked about the floor. I was dead set on finding a place that had wood floors. This place, as you know, has carpet. But we talked about it, and he said he wanted to change the carpet and put wood flooring in, but he wanted to wait until after Christmas because his wife was sick and just a few other family issues or whatever. I was not worried about it. I was like, fine, let's just talk about it after Christmas or whatnot. So soon as Christmas passed, he likes to text message me a lot. So he texted me and we started talking about the flooring, and he basically said that he told me two things, which it just didn't sit well with me. But he basically said that he doesn't think that he's going to be able to do the carpet, and would I want to take that on and do that? And I'm like, do I want to do that? This is like, I mean, this whole house, even if I just did downstairs and not upstairs, that's going to be a very big expense for this to be a rental property. It's not mine. And then you only let me sign a year lease. So my lease is pretty much up in June, which I didn't think I was going to be moving. I would hope to be here for 5, 6, 7 years. Like I don't like to move. So now if that was the case, then I would consider it, because it's like, okay, I'm going to be here. I'm going to have my family here. I don't mind, you know, maybe putting it on a credit card and just paying it off over time, because it's going to benefit me and my kids to have the wood floors, because I don't really care for the carpet. So anyways, he's asking me to do it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are you saying? Like, you only have my lease until June. So then I said, so when June comes, because he keeps saying that he's gonna come out here to visit. He wants to come walk through the house, see the house personally, meet with me. We can have coffee or whatnot. And like I said, he's a really sweet guy. And I was cool with that. But then he started telling me that he may want to move into the house early spring of, what did he say, 2021, I believe. And I'm like, okay, hold on. So basically he's saying that when June comes, he doesn't want to do another lease for more years, or even another year, because at the beginning of the following year, which will be 2021, like January, February, March, he's considering moving into this house. So he's all over the place with trying to figure out what he wants to do. And in turn, it's lightly stressing me out just a little bit. And that's why I'm on here venting to you guys and talking to you guys, because I'm at this point right now where I can be, see, I'm not going to say that, because then you guys going to be like, what? Okay, what am I trying to say? So I'm at this point where I don't like, I'm a planner. I'm a person that I like to know what I'm doing here, as far as my life, as far as me and my kids, as far as like, my son is walking by with his music. He's probably gonna come in here because he doesn't know I'm filming. But yeah, I like to have everything in order when it comes to certain things in my life. And as far as where I'm living, yes, I need that to be in order. So at this point, I feel like I'm on the fence as far as, is he gonna wanna move here when my lease is up this June? Or is he going to, because I asked him, I said, are you willing to do another lease when June comes, after you come here and you meet me and we sit down and talk? And he said, well, I prefer not to do a lease. We can just do month to month. I don't like that. I don't like that for many reasons, but mainly because you never know if the manager, if they'll just turn around in 2 months and be like, oh, you know what, I think you need to move, you know, because then they have free range to tell you that you have to move, or, you know, they need you to move, and they'll give you a notice. And then there's also the fact that when you are not in a lease, they can raise your rent. They have to give you a warning, or, you know, a notice, 30 days, 60 days, however many days it is, they can raise your rent if they want to. And so I don't prefer to not live somewhere without a lease. And so by him saying that, I'm just like, my mind is like, I just don't know what to do. And like I said, I like to have things planned out, and I'm trying not to stress over it, but he's been saying little things here and there for a while now, for a couple weeks. But now that Christmas has passed, and I'm finding out he's not trying to do the floor, and all of this other stuff. I hope this video ain't long, because I know I'm just going on and on. But I just don't know what to do, you guys. It's like, should I just start? God, just the thought of moving stresses me out, because it's like, oh my goodness, Like moving an hour away, moving from San Diego up here was a hard work. It was a lot of work, but to move again after I've only been here for a year, I've looked on the same website and I found other houses in this neighborhood. It's crazy because the houses are kind of made the same. The only difference is that, you know, that beautiful view in the backyard, I wouldn't have that view. It would still be a nice view, but it wouldn't be that view because I'm sitting up high and I can see out. But it's still a nice neighborhood, still nice views and everything. So it's possible that I could find something in this same area if I want to, or I can just go on the other side of the freeway, which is kind of what I was looking into. You guys don't know the area, but on the other side of the freeway, it's a little bit more diverse than where I'm at. And so that's kind of what I think where I would go. But yeah, you guys, I don't know. Like, this is just a video of me telling you guys what's going on. I don't have the answer. I'm just kind of like putting it out there so that I can get it off my chest, and I'm happy you guys are here to listen to me. But at this point, you guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. And June is right around the corner. So I hope that I'm not making another video, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. The only reason why I would love to find a new place off the top is because even though I love my shower, my walk-in shower is open, it's so nice, I wanted a bathtub. Moving here, I gave up having a soaking tub in my room and wood floors. I was able to compromise that, but it's like if you're giving me a hard time and you making this big old thing out of this and you want to move into this house, then I'm telling him, I said, can you just let me know ahead of time, because I feel like you want to move here, but you're going to wait till the last minute to tell me. And he promised me that he would tell me ahead of time. So, because I told him, I said, looking for a place is really, really hard. And it takes me a lot of time to find something that I really like and want to move my kids or my family into it. So he promised me he would give me a heads up. But I'm just still on the fence about it. And I'm like, should I just start looking? Just because? But then that's a whole nother thing. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep running my mouth because I feel like I just said a whole lot. And yeah, but I'm gonna be praying on it, and you know, I'm not gonna stress over it, because just like I found this house, I know I can find somewhere else. I'm not really worried about it. It's really just packing up and moving again. And then, you know, the kids started school here, so then that means I would need to find a place that's around here so they can stay in the same schools, and just all of that annoying stuff that happens when you move. But who knows, you know, maybe it'll be in the plan for me to buy at that time. Maybe this is all leading up to that. Who knows? Like, maybe April will come around and my realtor will call me and be like, girl, it's a good time to buy. And then they'll find me this amazing house that I want to buy. And, you know, I'll check out my neighbors before I move, before I buy. And I'll know what I'm getting myself into. So who knows, you guys? I just wanted to talk to you. But I'm going to wrap this up. My baby is sitting right here. And, yeah, so I need to just take a minute, take a breather, and think about it, because this just happened this evening, and I don't know. I hate showing you guys this side of me, but everything ain't always sunshine and what's that saying? I don't know. Strawberries and sunshine. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, so I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta go edit some videos that I just filmed for you guys today. And I'll talk to you real soon in another one. Bye.